The House of Ferrari, I've been testing out their fragrances. This one right here, we're going to see if this cheapy brand of Ferrari can jump into the oud craze and make its mark. Make actually a decent one for under 50 bucks. My first impressions coming up next. What's going on, YouTube Fragrance family? Welcome to another first impression on my channel. Today we're going to be delving into Essence Oud by the House of Ferrari. I've been, of course, I got several from the brand months ago, and I'm just going through them one by one, and today's turn is on Essence Oud. What a beautiful red bottle. It just reminds me of a beautiful red Ferrari. I want to thank my partner, Chad. Gentleman's Journey, another fragrance reviewer from Canada. Thank you so much for this bottle. He purchased it and shipped it to me to try out Essence Oud. I haven't smelt this fragrance, so it was a blind purchase to let him know my thoughts, I guess. He wants to know what I think about this one, so I'm going to give it to him, and of course the fragrance community. I'm wearing this fragrance tonight. I'm wearing it right now. Dry down's right here, actually pretty decent. So let's get into the introduction of this fragrance. Now, of course, for the price tag, what am I looking for is a decent oud. Designer brands, you know, for the price that you're paying this, you're not going to get, of course, an authentic oud. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that is pleasant. Of course, that's what designer brands do. Something pleasant, but has an oud feel to the fragrance. So let's get into it. Essence Oud, the opening of it brings out more of a balsamic quality with some rose. It really does. The elemi here is your main player, and the elemi resins here brings you that lemony feeling that it usually does. It gives you a balsamic quality to the fragrance. It's really showing its turpentine-like quality to this fragrance. It really does. This is paired with a pretty solid rose, some spices, and a little bit of smoke. So the introduction of this, more elemi than anything, rose, that's pretty much it. You're getting a little bit more things, but really oud, not so much. Now the dry down. The dry down shows a little bit of an oud-like quality. There's a faint leathery tone. Ferrari utilizes leather in a lot of their fragrances, at least 2 or 3 from my knowledge. And that rose is still there, that elemi is still there, and there's some saffron here. So saffron, oud, and rose are no stranger together. They're always paired together in oud-based fragrances. They work very well together. In this fragrance, you'd have to say rose is your primary out of those 3. Saffron's number 2, and then the oud. So to me, the oud is really faint to my nose, more elemi and rose based as a scent for me. Little linear as a scent. There's not much movement here. As a cheapy oud, would I recommend this for the note to dip your foot into the oud game? Not really. This doesn't really show much of that oud. There's a lot of, I wouldn't say there's a lot, but there's a good amount of designer fragrances that really give you that beginner oud to get your nose into it. So it's more of about elemi and the rose in this fragrance. So overall, beginner oud in the fragrance game. I'm saying that very lightly. This is not your true representation of oud. I wasn't expecting that with an under $50 designer fragrance like Ferrari. No, of course not. But elemi is huge here, which isn't for everyone either. Elemi really is unique here. Very well done. The leather is fairly smooth, like most of the Ferraris in this fragrance. It's utilized very well in this fragrance as a secondary note. It's a good scent in my personal opinion. But the oud in here is not huge in this one, so don't buy this thinking that you're going to get an oud based scent and you're going to know what oud smells like and you're going to be really into it if you like this fragrance. No, in the designer game there's much better that will tippy-toe you into the oud game. This is probably not one of those, but with a lot of these darker Ferraris, I like them, but they're not really representation of the name on the bottle. That's what I'm coming to expect, that they're nice scents, but they're not really a scent that shows what's on the bottle or on the name. So Ferrari Essence Oud, a good release, and I can't wait to delve more into it in the fall here to give you guys a full-fledged review on this fragrance. I'd love to hear your take on this fragrance. Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Love to hear your take on it, especially with the name oud. Did you get a lot of oud, or did you not get too much or any at all? I'd love to hear your take on that. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good one.